We know that when someone has a rash or some sort of irregularity on their external part of their body, on their skin, that's tells us that there's something deeper going on beneath the body, but it presents itself externally in a specific type of way. Says the Zlatchever Magia, this is the same thing with tsaras. It's interesting to note that when the Torah says one of the ways to determine that a nega is tameh is when it says umare hanega amok meor besaro, that the appearance of the nega is deeper than the skin. So what's the significance of being deeper than the skin? He says it's no different than in medicine, just on the spiritual plane than on the physical plane. Spiritually speaking, the nega, that saras, comes about because of ralev. Someone's heart is off. They need a spiritual balance. They need to be recalibrated. Umare hanega amok. There's deeper. It's not surface. Not a surface issue. It's something that's going on deep within the recesses of their hearts and in their mind. And the responsibility when you bring to the Kohen is to recognize that impurity, to recognize that this individual needs to change, needs to look inside to the root issues and try to make a difference and help them make a difference in their lives. We say that the lave, the ayin roeh, the lave chomed, it's the eye that sees and the heart that desires. It's interesting to note that not only do we talk about the fact that the mareh hanega amok meor besar, the deepness of the depth of the nega, but also we mentioned the fact that the Kohen looks at the nega and it says it's amad be'enov. It stands based on what he sees. And the responsibility of the Kohen is to do their utmost, not just to fix the surface issue, to remove the tsaras, but also to help the individual process their challenges, their struggles, their vulnerabilities, and help them, enable them to become the best version of themselves. There's an amazing story about Rabbi Shlomo Freifeld, who was the Rosh Yeshiva in Chayashiv. The story goes that this fellow Larry Levine, who had a ponytail, didn't wear a yarmulke, he was looking for a job, and there was an advertisement that they're looking for a janitor, someone who can sweep and clean the floors. So he applied for the job, and he was surprised that when he got the callback for this job opportunity, the Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Freifeld himself, met with him, and they started discussing the job. And he mentioned to Rabbi Freifeld that he was Jewish, and he mentioned to Rabbi Freifeld that he did go to yeshiva many, many years ago, but he has no knowledge. He's not connected. He just as a little boy. And Rabbi Freifeld said to him, "Look, I'm sorry to tell you, but this job is not for you." And Larry was so disappointed. He was expecting this job opportunity. It was another fellow Jew, and they were talking about his history. But Rabbi Freifeld said, "The job is not for you, but I do have a job for you if you are interested." He said, "I'm looking for a Rebbe to teach Gemara to some of my students. Are you able to teach?" He said, Rabbi, I just came to mop the floor. Now you're asking me to become a teacher in the school?" He said, do you remember learning Baba Metzia?" He said, "Yes, many years ago, as a little kid, I learned Baba Metzia." So he said, "Okay, good. So start preparing Baba Metzia. If you need me, I'm here to help, and teach the class." Larry was shocked. He said, I don't know what to say. But the rabbi believed in him, and he showed up to the yeshiva with his ponytail, without a yarmulke, and started teaching Baba Metzia to the kids. And slowly but surely he began to realize that if I'm already teaching Torah to everyone, how could I walk around without a yarmulke? And slowly but surely, Larry Levine turned himself around and became a Rav, a Maggid Shir in Eretz Yisrael. If we have the ability to look inside other people, see how we can improve, umareh hanega amok me'or besaro, it's deeper, it's not just on the surface, we can pull that out and help them find themselves, we have done the greatest mitzvah that we can possibly accomplish. Have a wonderful Shabbos.